Well, hey y'all, Backwoods Modeler here. We're going to make this, I think this might be part 3, part 4, I think, of our Junkyard series build. I've torn everything out of here, and today is going to be some painting day. I don't want to have to put a lot of dirt and a lot of other things in here, so I think I'm going to go ahead and give it a good base coat of some flat brown paint. So I'm going to go over everything, the main junkyard, and I'll probably go over this small area out here in front of the gate, which I'm eventually going to make a gravel area. And there will be a little bit of gravel here and there in the yard, but I think it's mostly going to be dirt, mud, you know, stuff like that. Stuff you'd normally see in a junkyard. So we're going to get started with some brown paint here. And then I got a couple areas that I'll show you after I get this done. We're going to paint a little bit of gray concrete over here, and then we'll do a bit of black top out in this area maybe. We'll figure that out too. So I guess let's get started with the painting. Alright, so I finally got the brown done. This table is so dry. It is sucking this paint up like crazy. So I had to go over it a couple of times to get everything covered. It's not 100% covered, and I'm alright with that because we're going to cover it with some dirt, some gravel, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. I'm sure this gray is going to take a couple of coats. The gray is going to be the concrete under my shop. Concrete floor in the shop, I should say. So we'll get this all painted on. And again, the lines don't have to be perfect as long as I'm close, because the building itself is going to set on top of those lines. So it's not going to show. And then I'm going to paint this little section here in the front, which is the floor under my showroom. Maybe one day we'll get some lights in there. We'll have to wait and see, because I need to work on some lights. I need to get a controller. I got a couple of lights already. I just need to get something to control them with, power them up. Something with a very low voltage. I have a train store that I've been going to lately, and I'm hoping that one of these days I'll go in there and find something that somebody brought in used that I can use. This gray paint is a little thick, but that's all right. One coat and done, that's the way I see it. Okay, so we got the gray done. All right, let that dry a little bit, and then we'll come back and we'll fill the rest of this in with some black. So we got everything painted. Now I want to add a little bit of greenery before we start adding in some dirt and some gravel and stuff like that. So I have several different options here. I have like some dead grass looking, some green grass. I know it's a little difficult to see, but I got a little bit of these. Obviously way too long, we got to cut them down, but that's just the length they came in. Then I have about 4 different cases of things over here. Ground plants. These look like woolly worms in the case. This looks like maybe they got snow or flowers on them. Not junkyard material. I'm thinking if I use anything, it'll be these. They look like little grass pods. Be nice little patches here and there. And I got some here with some yellow flowers. And then I also have these little green, those little evergreens. But I don't know if I'm going to use those or not. We're not sure. But I am for sure going to try to cut some of these grasses down. I think I want to use the brown, dead brown. I might use a couple of green, but mostly it's probably going to be this brown. And I'm going to attempt to attach it in a few places along the fence, like it's trying to grow up out of there or something. Now, I've never used any of this stuff before, so I'm not exactly sure how to do it, but I'm guessing that what we're going to do is we're going to take a few of these strands and we're going to cut them if I can get them out of here without making a mess. And I can't. Ooh-wee. Telling you, looks like I just cut some blonde lady's hair off. Is that really? That looks like hair. That doesn't look like dead grass. Alright, patches are probably a little too thick, so let's try to take this, split this in half, and we'll lay half back here. Take the other half and we'll stand them up a little bit. Now my idea, the way it's going to work, we're about to find out. I'm going to take some of this Mod Podge stuff, and I'm going to take a paintbrush, and I'm going to dab me a little spot down here, and then I'm going to cut that grass in half, and we're going to stick it on there. Is that going to work? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's go one little spot right there. And I'm not worried about this glue being too much. This stuff dries pretty clear, so we're not too worried about that. Get us a little handful of hair here. I swear this looks like hair after you get it out of the package. Try to straighten it up a little bit. So I'm just gonna cut me a little section of this here. You probably can't see. I sure seriously doubt that I was even in camera view. So take these short ones, bundle them up real good. We're going to jam them in the glue. They're going to stand up? No, they're not going to stand up. And of course, let's put a little glue up against the fence to make them stay. I need some to stick out a little bit though. This may not be the idea that I want to go with, guys. I don't know. I know it's making a mess. What's that even look like? You can't even see that on the camera after I got it glued on there. The only thing I can see is the glue. Alright. So, I don't think we're going to be able to go with that color. That color's not going to stick out enough. I may have to try a little bit of this green. See if I can get a little pinch of this green out. Looks like long stringy moss is what the green looks like. Alright, let's paint us up a little area right here next to the one I just put on. Let's see what that looks like. Separate this so that I can cut it and still hold it, even though it's not straight. I don't know if I like this stuff. It's too much of a pain to work with. Holy cow. Oh, this is ridiculous. I don't know, I guess I need to figure out a technique to use this stuff. My technique isn't worth a crap. And we'll hold it like that, give it a little cut, take the short side and stick it to glue. Huh! And of course it immediately falls all over. Alright. This is just some crap that I ordered off Temu, you guys. So, I don't know exactly how to use this stuff. I'm just guessing. And obviously my guessing isn't working, because I can't keep this stuff up without using the glue on it. And I don't know if I like it sticking to my fence. So there's a little bit of the green. I don't think you can see it any daggone better, can you? Alright. Guess we're going to have to go to plan B. I'm going to have to find something else to use, because obviously this grass isn't working. I don't like these plants. I think these plants are more for decoration around houses or something. So, and we'll get it in the glue. So, I think we're just going to call this one today, guys, as partial fail. and I will get back to you on the next one. Well, hopefully I'll find something better to plant around here. May have to go back to using a lot more of my homemade trees. All right, hope y'all like this. If you like this kind of stuff, I hope you stick around, like, subscribe. That really helps out my channel. Check me out on eBay. Check out my Instagram channel, and don't forget to come back. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.